Raekwon, it is great to speak to you today. Alabama has got this real aura about it, hasn't it? The success, the physicality of the team, Nick Saban leading the way. What was it like to be part of all of that, and how do you reflect on your years playing for Alabama?
It was a great experience. It was a big, like when I was coming in, it was a big process you had to go through. You just got to keep going and believing in yourself and trusting yourself that you can go through it. But I mean, it was the best experience of my life, though. The best thing that ever happened to me.
What was it like when Alabama show interest in you and you get the opportunity to go and play there? Because so many great players have played at Alabama over the last 10 years or so.
It was unbelievable at first. Like when they first started recruiting me, it was Alabama my first offer, like my first one, and I was thinking in my head like this can't be real. Like the biggest school in America just gave me a scholarship, so like I was mind blown.
And you started as a true freshman, is that right? I mean, what is that like? There can't have been many guys over the years who've taken the field that quickly at Alabama because there's been always a lot of talent, especially on the defensive line.
I mean, I had tough guys. I had my little role of playing time, but I mean, I made the best of it. Because I had guys like Jonathan Allen, Dalvin, Deron Payne, guys like that. They great. So you a freshman, you coming in, and you every freshman gonna want to play. You just gotta trust the process and just wait your turn.
What kind of an impact has Nick Saban had on you as a person and as a football player over the last few years?
Great. He knew I had a high motor, and he knew I was one of the guys that he really could trust to put on the field at any certain moment. There's a lot of pride in me. He trusted me, and he knew I was accountable for anything on and off the field.
Now, three national championship appearances in college, one championship title. You've had a couple of SEC championships. What has been the key to the success that Alabama has had, in your opinion?
Just everybody on the same page. When you got everybody on the same page, you got yourself a great team, and just coming together. Everybody just communicating, and everybody just you know just accountable for everything they do.
Do you have fond memories of that 2017 national championship?
Yeah, I mean it was great. I mean that group of guys, it was just the way we played and the way we saw things and and just how we communicated with each other on and off the field and how we just built our relationship up.
Now, you've been considered a guy who's going to go very early in the draft for a few years now. What were the things that you considered a year ago when you chose to return to Alabama? Because a few of your teammates, they headed for the NFL. You decided to stay for your final year.
Because I felt like that was the best thing for me to do, just to stay. I felt like I wanted my degree, and I felt like I just didn't want to just leave it behind. I felt like it was some field stuff I needed to work on too as well. So it was a hard decision, but I stuck with it, and I said I'm gonna do it. I mean, I'd do it again if they asked me to.
How much pride do you take in the fact that you got your degree and you spent you had a long spell at Alabama, and that's something you're always going to have, isn't it, in your career? Whatever happens now in the NFL, you've had a lot of success at Alabama, and I'm guessing some good times there.
Yeah, I mean, you always going after your career, like in the NFL, you always gonna look back, and you're gonna know you got like a degree. You know, you got something to fall back on. You don't know, what I'm saying? Like you did all that time, going to school, going to practice, going to class, and you know, football don't last long. You're gonna need something to fall back on, and that's when the degree gonna come in at.
Now, one of the things that I love to do on a Saturday night, Raekwon, sit down, watch those big SEC games that happen during the fall, and the games between Alabama and LSU and Georgia. And I just wondered, what was it like playing in those games? Can you give us like a player's perspective on what those occasions are like? Because from a mere observer watching on the TV, they look like great experiences.
I mean, it's them big games are just fun. You got the crowd going just just going crazy. I mean, your adrenaline just going, everything just going fast. So everybody trying to make a play. So it's fun, man. You get to be yourself in front of 100, like 1,000, 100,000 people. It's crazy.
Now, you're very similar physically to a player like Calais Campbell in the NFL. Is that a player that you've ever looked at? I mean, is he somebody that you can look to emulate at the next level?
Yes, sir. I look at myself like DeForest Buckner too, as well. But both of them guys are extremely great players. They play fast. They play the run great. I mean, they read. When I watch film on them two guys, I see them reading like the schemes, or reading their players, is going off based off what that player gives them, and then going off of it. I mean, it just they play great. Like they good like at like what they doing.
How much do you enjoy defending the run?
Oh, good, good. I love it. I love the run.
Because that's something that I guess, especially in the SEC, you've got to do a lot. You've got to be ready, haven't you? They're going to come at you, the other team.
Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta be ready for like double teams and little scheme blocks. Like moon sweeps and counters and stuff like that. You gotta be ready for.
Now, I spoke to Cesar Ruiz a couple of weeks ago, who's the center at Michigan, and I asked him for his toughest opponent, and he said that you were his toughest opponent alongside Devon Hamilton at Ohio State. So how would you describe your best attributes? What's helped you succeed at Alabama, and what will help you succeed at the next level as well?
It's just reading my keys and just knowing what's going on. When you know what's going on, it help you play faster. It help you play a lot faster. When you see what your guy about to do, you see what type of stance he in, you see what he looking at, how far his hands in the ground. How far back is he about to pull and things like that. You just got to pay attention to it. It just help you play a lot faster.
How did you find the combine? You did all of the drills. There's a lot of players out there who didn't do all of the drills, and they've not had a pro day, a proper pro day anyway, to try and make up for that. So do you feel like you've got a bit of an advantage there? You did everything at the combine.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I just felt I was 100%. I just felt I had missed out on the Senior Bowl, and I told myself I'm gonna do everything at the combine because I had an injury before the Senior Bowl with my ankle, so I had to like do everything, just to get the scouts something to look at about me.
Now, as well as the NFL draft, Raekwon, I also write about the Seahawks as well. Have you had any meetings with Seattle, either on FaceTime or at the Combine, Senior Bowl, anything like that?
Yeah, I have. I have.
Did you have
I had a meeting.
yeah, was it at the Combine, FaceTime?
No, it was FaceTime. It was FaceTime. It was FaceTime. Like do all this stuff.
Yeah, how did you find it? And, not just specific to Seattle, how have you found this experience of having to do meetings with teams on FaceTime rather than actually getting to meet people in person?
It's fine. You just gotta build a relationship through the phone. I guess. I mean, you gotta do what you can.
Do you know Jaren Reed? Have your
Uh,
paths crossed?
yeah, I know Jaren. Yeah.
Is he somebody, there's a few guys, isn't there? Not just Jaren Reed. There's a few that have gone from Alabama, been very high draft picks and gone to the NFL. Do you keep in touch?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do. I do.
And what are your aims for your career? What do you want to achieve in the NFL?
I mean, I just want to just take this first year, just approach it just in my head. Okay, I want to be like the rookie of the year. I want to come in. I want to work hard. I want to, do. I want to do my best to what I need, like what I need to do to help this team and how to get this team better.
And do you feel well prepared? I mean, that's the one thing, isn't it, about playing at Alabama and in the SEC and competing at the highest level in national championships? You must feel somewhat prepared for the next step because of that.
Yeah, I do. I feel like I know what it takes. It's just gonna be like my freshman year all over again. I know what it takes to, go through like a process and go through plays, knowing my plays, and just keep going through it.
Final question. So I imagine teams have asked you this. What is a team going to get if they draft Raekwon Davis? What are you going to bring to the table?
This is an elite player, a player that's got a high motor, a player that's accountable, player that's trustworthy, and just somebody that's there to work and just help the team the best way he can.
Raekwon, it's been a pleasure speaking to you today. All the
Thank,
best with the process and good luck with your NFL career wherever you end up.
thank you.